Yellowjackets Season 2, Episode 9, Storytelling. Welcome back, guys. We are back with the final episode of Yellowjackets until 2024, or whenever the next season comes out. Patreon gets this full uncut, link in the description below. You get to watch it along with me. It's very cheap, it's $5, because it's a watch-along party. It's not a, reaction. You have to have a copy of said show to watch along with me. But it's cheap because you get to see the whole entire episode with me. If you have the copy of the said show from Showtime or Paramount Plus, or wherever you get Paramount Plus. I mean Showtime. You can get that from Hulu too. I forgot about that. In the last episode, we had a lot of stuff in the past with the Antler Queen, Natalie being chosen to get sacrificed, but then someone else got sacrificed by the wilderness, so the hobby got sacrificed by the wilderness, so it took Natalie's place. Natalie is still alive. In the present, all the secrets were shared amongst the adults. And Lottie was crazy and decided, let's play a game called we're gonna choose who the hell lives amongst ourselves to give it what it wants, which is some kind of cult crap, because that is some fucked up shit. But then we also had a antler, like a cave of some sort that Ben found. My thing is, I think that's, my guess is, I think it's the Antler Queen's hideout, because there's a lot of bones in there, and it doesn't make any sense for it just to be animal bones. So there's a lot of bones in there, and my guess is that some of it is from the wreckage, and some of it is from certain people, because the problem is when Misty went looking for Crystal wasn't at the spot. So whoever is the Antler Queen moved Crystal. It's crazy. This is insane. And at the same time, like, you could think it's hobby because he's not talking. He randomly knew where this little hideout was, and he died. So you think it's the problem is solved, but then the darkness is back with them in the real world, or in the present. And it feels like it's pointing at someone else, or trying to do it 180 and say, plot twist, the Antler Queen is someone else, or the person is someone else that is killing these girls, which is fucked up. But I guess we'll find out in this episode, because it's the final episode of the season, I believe. So you gotta give us that answer. I don't know if anything else is gonna happen in the present. I don't know what else would happen, but there's probably gonna be a lot of storytelling that we're gonna get, because it's also called storytelling. So let's get right into this. 3, 2, 1, go. Fuck. I love this song. I don't even want to look at this. I just turned my head up. I was like looking at something about the channel. I thought I saw something. I was looking up something about it. Oh my god.
So you have a gun?
No, I didn't say that. I'm gonna say please. Just forget I mentioned it, okay? Don't open that. The only one. There's practically a coven of them. All up to no good.
Okay, what is his plan? Tell him.
Considering this all started thanks to your lame attempt at blackmail. Hey, maybe those sketchy loan people also do fake passports.
The American family is crumbling, Callie. You tried making a living in sectionals.
Oh.
But he's panicking, so that's a start.
He's panicking, so that's a start. Wait, they go again?
Again. Running, is that your choice? Oh, fuck off.
Huh.
I want to close that.
Oh my god! I wonder if she does not talk for a while, and that's why when she came back from the beginning of the season, she was non-responsive. Okay. So it's asking us her to be the queen of the pack of the wolves. They're at the point of starvation where they're literally in the middle of a cold. There's no fucking way. They did a 180 on my ass. I really thought if they were gonna kill anyone, they're gonna kill Van. It was season 2. It was season fucking 2. The person that is the leader, they actually did.
Natalie, it's not evil, just hungry. Gus, just let it in.
At least we're gonna see her in the past, though. That's what I'm happy about. It wasn't like she wasn't in the present, because that would have been bad.
You gave it what it wanted.
Damn it. It's at every window. Please tell me how the hell are they gonna survive now? Oh, because of nature? They're gonna find another cabin? Yep. They're gonna still be in the wilderness for season 3. Hopefully they make their way back. What's that book about the boys on an island? Oh my god. I'm blanking out. There's a book for high school that a lot of people read. And it's about these only boys and they're on an island stranded. This is just that R-rated. But or into the extent like how the hell did they survive that long? There's some supernatural stuff involved, but like I feel like at this point this is just gonna be all supernatural shit, with a tad of multiple of the girls are gonna die and they're just gonna eat them, and then there's only gonna be like 6 of them left, because we had 6 of them, 7 of them. I don't know how many more will die in the next couple of episodes. And I'm curious about it. Like, are we gonna see like episodes where they just literally murder them because they want food or they're starving? Um, that's what I'm feeling, because at the beginning of the show we had one scene and it was just a run into a trap and then death. And it was pretty gruesome, and then they showed flashbacks of this like idea of them being in the wilderness and all these cult things, and we were just like, okay, it might be the girls. Um because uh because I knew for sure that this show was about a when I walked into this, I knew it was about a uh soccer team that goes to nationals, falls into a pit and falls in the middle of the wilderness, and then they have to survive. I had no idea about what they had to do in order to survive. That that is all me. Um and I'm thankful that you guys put me through this hell, even though like like how do I explain this? Like, when I was going through this, I was like thinking, okay, it's a horror show, but how is it gonna tap into the horror aspect? I didn't think it would go that far into the horror aspect of it until after the first episode, because they told us straight out of the bat that the first episode, that shit is hell in season 3. That's what we're getting. Um um like, at the same time, now that I think about it, like when I was talking about this show in the last episode, I was thinking maybe they were going to get picked up. But then I was thinking about it and I'm like, well, there's still a couple of them left that are left to die, that need to die to for them to go somewhere, because they can't just have these random characters just live or die in random places. It doesn't make any sense. So it made sense for them to at least do a half a season, probably, or maybe a whole another season. And then what they'll do is at the end of season 3, um, they'll go back. I really do want them not to drag this too long. Like, I don't want them to drag it to season 4 and then they go back, and then it's only one season of them trying to reprimand themselves, or like trying to get back into society. I would love if, because what I was told is, if they were to renew season 4 and season 5, season 3 was already announced. If they were renewed, like if they were to go further, they said that the show has potential to hit season 5, because the storytelling that they have can hit season 5, and they wanted to hit season 5 because of how much content they want. But I still think that is perfect. That is actually perfect, because you have Stranger Things hit a season 5. There's never there's like all these different shows. I'm thinking of Never Have I Ever, and I never even seen the show. Never Have I Ever hit 4. Um, there's another show. There's a couple of other shows on Netflix and Hulu and all these other platforms, and they all hit 4. But they don't have to drag it. Like, for example, The Boys, I don't even think it needs another. Like, I think it needs another season, but I feel like at this point they can just end it on season 4 or end it on season 5, and then just take the flagship show and put the characters in other spin-offs, because they need a universe of some sort. So it's just a factor of IPs. There's so many shows that have IPs that are just like long. If you look at The Walking Dead, for example, I'm just rattling off. But anyway, my point is, this show definitely can have 5 seasons if they wanted to, and I'm hopefully hoping that they hit that, because shows always end eventually, but like, I just think this is a potential for 5 seasons. I just don't want the storytelling to be dragged like certain shows into the mud, because there's so many shows that have been dragged and then they get rescued. And I'm like, well, you could have had a whole season with character development about how the fuck they got back into society and lived and and talked to everyone, all their loved ones. I would love to see their reactions to that. Like, even though we got Lottie's parents' reaction, I would love to see more of that in the flashbacks. That is my all-time goal. I don't know what the present is going to go with, but my all-time goal for the past is to at least get cap at least halfway through the next season get picked up, but I think it's going to be the end of the next season, because if you were a writer, you would think, oh, we're going to put it at the end and then you got to wait for season 4. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to head out because it's 11:30. Um, I was going to watch Gen 5 after 7, because I know 8 and 9 are not going up for at least another week, at least a couple weeks, but I know, like, let me see, 4 and 5 were not going up for another couple of weeks. That's my next show. That's my next showing after 2 and 3. So, but we're gonna watch Vampire Diaries before that, because, well, we record Vampire Diaries season 4, but that's different. I'm rambling. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Patreon gets this full uncut. This was the end of our journey with this show. We are gonna start Scream TV show. I really, really was surprised with that because of how old that show is. I have no idea if it's gonna get any views. We will see. Because all of those shows that I put up, I have not seen, and I was surprised, and I really was hoping it wasn't going to be American Horror Story. I put that up, and I'm like, oh god, what did I do to myself? Because if that won, then I would have 11 seasons to go through, even though it's only 100 episodes, and I'm almost at 100 episodes of Vampire Diaries. It would have been a year. It probably would have been a year if I had to do that show, so... Um, I would love to do more long shows, but I feel like, how do I explain it? Long shows are fun and all, but I need more subscribers to like I want more comments and more engagement to actually be able to like do more of that stuff. So, um, that's my plan. And I was surprised that I figured out it was Natalie. I really was surprised, but all the plot holes were saying that the Antler Queen was going to be someone, and then like the 8th episode took the icing on the cake, and I was just like, please God, if it was Natalie. I just could not believe the plot twist in 9 where with Natalie adult version. That was something else. Like, that actually got me. I did not pick that. I actually picked the band, but the one thing I forgot is that they always do something like that in the penultimate finale. They have someone is destined to die or something like that, and then they do a 180, and then they don't do whatever that thing is, or that person does die but comes back to life from health, or like for example, like a heart attack or something like that. That person dies, and it's good storytelling, but then that person, another person, or that same person dies later. So it's kind of like the way you do a 180 is to not kill the person off at the beginning of the finale, because then it's like for Van, that would have been like, oh my god, that was anticlimactic. Or whoever it was going to be, that was anticlimactic. So to have someone die at the end of the episode, that was different. So that makes sense. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys and girls.